Hi, and welcome to another episode of Historically Marked. This is a Route 66 edition, and I am outside the St. Louis area. I'm going westbound off of Interstate 44 and Old Route 66. I am at the Route 66 State Park here in Missouri, outside Eureka. And so I'm at the Visitor Center. However, it is closed. There is supposedly a museum inside there. A lot of indoor Missouri State Parks places are still closed as of this pandemic, but the outdoors is always welcoming. But I will go ahead and show you a marker I found, which is just within walking distance. I'll just show you around. So this building right here is the Visitor Center in present time. However, it was once the old Bridgehead Inn, also known as Steiny's Inn. It was opened in 1935, and it was a roadhouse, and it welcomed Route 66 travelers from all over. And whenever this place does get open, you can get your Centennial passport stamped here. I've never heard of such thing, but sounds really interesting. To the left of the building is this sign and historical marker. This was the only one I was able to find here at this park. This neon sign, which I don't even know if it lights up still, but it was donated to this park by Noble C. and Nellie E. Key. It actually talks about it here on this marker. Here we go. A key from the past. This once helped bring weary travelers in for a bite to eat and some coffee at the Keys Cafe, formerly located in Franklin County, Missouri, on historic Route 66 by the Twin Bridges. It is in a distinctive key shape, and like I said, it was donated by the people that owned it and operated it. Actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. It was donated by their descendants. Now this, I believe, is the old roadbed for Route 66, and one of the most historic, unique things in this park is this bridge, which is the Meramec River Bridge, and right now it needs help, and I'll explain more on that. So the actual recreational part of this park is just right across from this bridge, or the Meramec River, so to speak, but there are lots of nature trails, and according to the website, there are at least 40 types of birds that have been identified in the park. But it was also once a town called Times Beach. It was once the gateway area for St. Louis residents, and people lived here, people rented places, and so they can hang out and play in the Meramec River water. But it once had over 2,000 people. Like I said, it was kind of a summer resort for St. Louis residents, but however, times changed for the worse throughout the coming decades. It was completely evacuated by 1985. Things really started to go down in the early 80s, such as in 1982, the village of Times Beach flooded, and there was contamination of dioxin on the town's soil, and it led the Environmental Protection Agency to force everyone to move out. But the good news is, all that's gone. It was eventually cleaned up, and by 1999, this park was born. Over there is Interstate 44, which has replaced Route 66. All the traffic either going into the West County or St. Louis or Chicago or the other direction to Springfield, Tulsa, whichever. So the Meramec River is going strong, and many families over the years, or decades I should say, have floated on here. All right, so about this bridge, okay, it's called the Meramec River Bridge. Right now, Great Rivers Greenway, which I've done a few of their markers in episodes past, they want to make this into a bike trail. I mean, not for vehicular use, but for just nature. But this bridge is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It was built in 1931 and 1932. It's steel. It was still being used even though there was less traffic during the 1980s and 90s. But in the fall of 2009, for safety reasons, the bridge was closed. And I'll go ahead and show you more about that movement that's been going on, so follow me. So the website to go to is savethisbridge.org. They want to preserve it and save it. And there is another bridge on Route 66 here in Missouri, which I plan to visit, which is going through the same thing. Although the other bridge is, this bridge, you know, I think it's safe to say it'll be preserved sometime in the future. But it's still facing the threat of demolition, so. But there are many donors. And again, if you're interested, go to savethisbridge.org. Not save the bridge, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason in this special Route 66 episode. I am outside Eureka, Missouri at Route 66 State Park. Signing off.